everybody is actually looking forward to owning a house.
I was very, very happy when I got the allocation for the house.
Mortgage can actually work in Nigeria.
Hello, and thanks for keeping a date with us on this episode of the program Everyone Deserves a Home, a program that highlights the activities of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria as it makes efforts towards providing affordable houses and mortgages for Nigerians. My name is Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, your regular anchor. To successfully fulfill its mandate as the foremost mortgage institution in the country, stakeholder engagement is key for the FMBN to enable it to work closely with relevant groups and institutions. In the year 2024, the FMBN engaged various stakeholders discussing Nigeria's housing needs and mortgage financing solutions. In tonight's episode of the program, we shall bring you some of the major stakeholders the FMBN works with in the drive to deliver affordable houses and mortgages for its customers. Later on, we will showcase another beneficiary of the NHF scheme to encourage you to pursue your home ownership dreams. Let's take a short break, and when we return, the program will commence with the news diary.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
In the news tonight, Federal government unveils 250 billion naira real estate fund to unlock affordable housing. These and other stories coming up shortly. The Managing Director, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Shehu Usman Osidi, has restated the bank's commitment to partner with companies, especially those with proven track record of integrity. He stated this during a courtesy visit by a delegation from the Shanzi Construction Engineering Group Corporation, SCEGE, at the bank's headquarters in Abuja. Osidi stated that the bank is ready to collaborate and partner with developers through the bank's off-taker guarantee product, which offers a lump sum to developers for the construction of houses. The managing director also inquired about the land title acquired by SCEGE, stressing the importance of obtaining a certificate of occupancy for the project. He assured the delegation that the bank will provide a checklist for them on the requirement for the loan product. Speaking earlier, SCEGE's representative for West Africa, Duan Desi, highlighted the company's robust credentials, reporting a contract signing value of $55 billion and a turnover of $40 billion in the previous year. Also speaking, Executive Director, Loans and Mortgages, Dr. Mohammed Sani Abdul, emphasized the importance of affordability in the proposed housing projects, stressing that the homes must align with the financial realities of the Nigerian populace. The delegation led by Alhaji Lambazanna of Taj Financial Services visited FMBN to explore a partnership for their upcoming mortgage project. SCEGE has acquired 118 hectares of land at Apo Tafi for this venture and is seeking the bank's guidance and support on navigating Nigeria's mortgage markets. These engagements demonstrate the bank's commitment to fostering strategic partnership that not only enhance the mortgage market, but also contribute to the delivery of affordable housing for Nigerians. The collaboration with SCEGE marks another significant step towards achieving the bank's mission of bridging the nation's housing deficit while supporting global business initiatives. The federal government has launched the Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, MREF, a 250 billion naira initiative designed to provide low-cost, long-term mortgage financing and stimulate economic growth through the housing sector. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, in a signing ceremony in Abuja, stated that the initiative is aimed at addressing the financial gap the Nigerian housing sector is faced with. He said that the fund will aid in the provision of mortgages with a repayment period of up to 25 years. In a statement signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations of the Ministry, Mohammed Manga, he explained that the first phase of funds amounting to 150 billion naira is expected to drive private sector participation, with a second series set to raise an additional 100 billion naira. On his part, the Managing Director of the Ministry of Finance Incorporated, Morphe, Armstrong Takang, noted that the initiative would enable Nigerians to build generational wealth through sustainable home ownership. Thanks for staying with us. Partnerships and stakeholder engagement is one of the key areas the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria focuses on in its bid to build houses and provide mortgage financing. These partnerships provide a forum to share ideas with others on how to meet the housing needs of its contributors and Nigerians. In this segment, we'll highlight some of the partnerships the FMBN shares with various stakeholders, all in a bid to achieve affordable housing delivery. Keep watching.
Actively pursuing partnerships of different kinds is one of the strategies of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in pursuing the delivery of its mandate. Be it individual, local, or international partnerships, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has worked with and is still working with partners, creating ways and avenues to ensure that opportunities are made for contributors of the National Housing Fund scheme to benefit from. These partnerships also create the avenue for the National Housing Fund scheme to be expanded for more inclusion and variety. Since the coming in of the new management of the bank in February 2024, stakeholder engagement has remained one aspect it has continued to pursue in order to meet its goal of affordable housing delivery. The National Assembly is one critical partner which the FMBN works closely with. Both chambers, and even more particularly, the various committees in charge of the housing sector, are the partnerships the FMBN has continued to leverage on for the betterment of the housing sector, particularly during oversight visits.
As Nigeria's foremost provider of affordable housing finance, your presence reinforces the critical partnership between the FMBN and the National Assembly in our collective quest to make home ownership accessible and affordable for the millions of Nigerians. We are immensely grateful for the support we have received from your esteemed committee thus far. Your backing has been instrumental in enabling us to deliver on our mandate, as well as the support of the National Assembly that led to the passage of those bills previously. Mr. Chairman, we are also grateful for your unwavering commitment and interventions to see to the resolution of the single obligor limit, which I mentioned earlier. In the course of this visit, we also welcome your invaluable insights and suggestions to further strengthen our operations and improve our impact on the lives of ordinary Nigerians. You are all welcome.
In recent times, the FMBN, in its desire and bid to recapitalize the capital base of the bank, has engaged the House Committee on Housing and Habitat to look into the idea and provide backing for the FMBN to recapitalize its capital base. One of such meetings extensively discussed the Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, to provide funds for developers to build affordable homes, thereby creating jobs and increasing commercial activities in the real estate and construction industries.
We are very much in support of the establishment of MREF. We believe and I feel that FMBN should be adequately capitalized. The capitalization of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria will do the following. 1. Enable us to leverage on the capital to mobilize additional funding from multinational and institutional investors. 2. To strengthen our capacity to afford affordable housing development on a larger scale. 3. Enhance access to low-interest, long-tenured mortgages for low and middle-income Nigerians.
This is a committee largely by cognate members, experienced members. Otherwise, you would have had us front and back with the central bank, and we wouldn't want that to happen.
You recall in this very hall about
because the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria depends on contributions of workers who contribute into a pool of funds to provide mortgage facilities, the FMBN works closely with the labor unions comprising of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC), Trade Union Congress (TUC), and the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA). This is one very crucial partnership the bank engages with. The bank, together with the labor unions, engage in regular meetings to re-strategize and come up with ways to improve on the partnership it shares. The Managing Director of the FMBN, Shehu Usman Osidi, acknowledged this strategic partnership during a visit of the labor unions in one of their visits to the bank.
The National Housing Fund Scheme, which is structured in a way that if labor sneezes, FMBN will catch cold. And they know this, and they have been conscious of this. But the fact that they have been magnanimous and they've displayed a lot of maturity and understanding in their relationship with us, I think they deserve a round of applause from all of us. Thank you very much, sirs. I am personally grateful and indebted to all of you for the commitment that you have continued to show to this bank.
That's great.
As a testament to the strategic partnership between the FMBN and labor unions, the bank has engaged in housing projects across the country for members of the labor unions. State government partnership is another critical partnership the FMBN shares. Because state governments are the owners of land on which the FMBN delivers houses, it is only right that the FMBN share a robust partnership with state governments.
I recall when I was serving as the Chief of Staff to the Honorable Minister, His Excellency is one of the first governors in the country to donate land for the development of the Renewed Hope agenda under the present administration. I recall that the governor, His Excellency, had called me to say we should arrange an appointment for him to personally deliver the CFO to the Honorable Minister, which he did.
I want to thank you for all the interventions that you brought into Nasarawa State, particularly with our workers and the other citizens of the state.
All over the country, the FMBN has spread out its deliverables in every state, and even with more projects coming on, the FMBN has continued to explore better ways to improve its relationship with state governments.
So we will start by...
Another strategic partnership the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria shares is with the Mortgage Bankers Association of Nigeria, FMBN, and the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN. Both of these partners work closely with the FMBN in the delivery of houses and mortgages for contributors of the National Housing Fund Scheme. The bank and the FMBN and REDAN also meet on a regular basis to ensure that a remarkable level of growth and improvement is realized in the delivery of the NHF scheme.
And I'm confident that through open dialogue and common understanding, we can address them effectively. At our own end, we are also tackling internal issues to better support PMBs and developers and the broader housing finance sector. These include ongoing efforts to automate our processes for improved efficiency, streamline credit approvals, and strengthen the application of our underwriting standards.
Other partnerships that the FMBN shares are with international organizations, other ministries, departments and agencies, and even individuals. All of these partnerships are aimed towards the realization of one goal: the provision of affordable houses and mortgages for low and medium income earning Nigerians.
This couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Thanks for staying with us. The aim of the FMBN has been and will continue to be to deliver affordable houses and mortgages for its contributors. It is the desire of the FMBN to have its contributors become homeowners without any hassle. In our next segment, we'll bring you the home ownership story of yet another beneficiary of the NHF scheme, with hopes to encourage you to also give the NHF scheme a trial. Stay tuned.
I can assure all Nigerians that if you apply, once it is available, you will get.
Definitely the scheme is real.
It's a big testimony to stop paying rent.
Excellent. Seriously excellent.
It works and is real.
Onus Igwe is the staff of National Film and Video Census Board. He is the proud homeowner of this two-bedroom apartment at Aviation Village in Kuje area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The journey of becoming a homeowner through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria was a smooth and amazing experience for Mr. Igwe.
The journey of the Federal Mortgage Housing started sometime 2011-2012, and finally I was my loan was approved through my primary mortgage bank, which is SunTrust, and sometime in 2014 the key of the house was handed over to me.
The quality of the house and necessary infrastructure is second to none, and this makes life comfortable for Mr. Igwe in this estate.
Infrastructure is okay. The house is, I think, from the other estate I'm seeing around, and the construction of this estate, the physical texture of the building is solid. I must commend the SunTrust housing development. That is the company that built the house, the owner of the estate, because there is a SunTrust housing estate, there's a SunTrust mortgage bank. I must commend them. It's an excellent structure, you know, compared to what you get in some other estates.
Home ownership in the Federal Capital Territory is an uphill task. But for Mr. Igwe, who got help from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, a feeling of satisfaction radiates his face.
I feel excited, I feel great. I feel honored that after maybe working for some years in my career, I was able to acquire maybe a two-bedroom flat through a mortgage bank. Maybe that it's not stressful, you know. The repayment is not stressful, you know, that you have a monthly repayment It has been an awesome development, which I'm always encouraging my colleagues to also cue in.
With a heart of gratitude, Mr. Igwe remains grateful to the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for making his dream of home ownership a reality.
I'm full of appreciation. I don't know how to thank Federal Mortgage Bank enough. All I will ask is to ask Federal Mortgage Bank to keep this incentive on and on and on, so that more people, more civil servants, will also benefit from it.
Our question for the week is, can someone who has attained 35 years in service and does not necessarily clock 60 years of age apply for his or her NHF fund?
The law is very specific in saying that the applicants for refund must be 60 years of age, but there is another provision which also says inability to make continuous contributions to the National Housing Fund. So in a case in which somebody has attained 35 years in service but has not attained the age of 60 years, we also make that provision for a refund to that individual because he has attained the maximum working length of time, which is 35 years in service. So in that case, we oblige a request for refund in such cases.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
That's the much we can take on this edition of the program. I hope you have learned a thing or two. This is also your cue to give us a trial on any of our loan products. To start your journey, kindly visit our website on www.fmbn.gov.ng for information about us. You will also find the addresses of our various offices across the country right there. Make sure to stop by to also begin your home ownership journey. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, and I'll be here again next week, same time, same station, for another episode of the program. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now.